Need for Speed World, this is the producer, it's JC. How are you, man? Nice to meet you.
Good, nice to meet you.
Game is looking really good, very excited about it.
Very much.
We need to know why MMO?
Well, because I think that's something we've been thinking about for a long time. We think with all the worlds we've built, over time, this is an old franchise and a great classic franchise, and we thought that with such a great world, thinking of Carbon was one and all that kind of classic stuff, we want to bring back and use that as an MMO. And MMO, I think, for racing is something that's possible. Some people may ask and be like, well, how does that work? Actually, that works really well. And the MMO side of it is really important to us.
Do you not think you're alienating people, though, who don't play games on PCs that wouldn't maybe want a brand new Need for Speed and it's not on Xbox or PS3?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, right now, the MMO crowd, so to speak, is very much a PC user. So that's why right now that's the first step. And right now our focus is really to offer a solid online experience because that's what's important. If we want that to be a success, it's a social experience, solid, no latency. It's like a strong server, like backbone and all that to offer a great. When that's done, then we can look at other platforms and stuff like that.
How do you progress through the game, and what do you get? What rewards do you get for actually progressing through the game? Like, do you get anything like any rewards online, or what happens when you do progress, and how do you progress?
Yeah, so it's very much an RPG-like progression. Basically, as you race, your way through the world, you're gonna level up. You get what we call like reputation points at the end of a race, and you're gonna level up. When you level up, you get skill points, and at this point, you can invest these kind of skill points into different trees like exploration, racing, pure racing, and pursuits. Because one thing important is cops are back into the game, so that's exciting. That's something that we know. A lot of people wanted to see back in the game, so pursuits and kind of escaping from cops are back into the game, so that's pretty cool. That's how you kind of progress through the game and the world.
Did I hear you say you can rent cars from people?
Yeah, so basically...
If you don't have, like, say, a Porsche or an M3
and
you want to drive one, were you saying that you can rent them?
Yeah, well, the reason for that is because most MMOs are very much of a grind, or they can be like a long grind until you get to a level where you can actually get cool stuff. That applies to Need for Speed World, but that doesn't, so to speak, because what we try to do here is that you can rent a high-level car if your friends, for instance, play much more, right? They're level 50 and they can see a lot of content you don't. You're level 30 and you're like, oh, bummer, I can't play with you guys. They're like, well, just rent a Porsche or a Beamer or something like that for a weekend and come play with us. So that's actually a way to connect people together.
And do you use your points to rent the car, or what way does it work then? Like, do you have to build up enough points to be able to rent a car, and when you rent it you obviously lose those points?
No, it's actually a microtransaction model, so you can download the game for free.
Okay.
And then after a while, after an X number of levels, you're going to be able to buy a starter pack to unlock the whole game. At this point, you have a chance to buy different items as micropayments, and a few cents to a few dollars for you to be able to rent a car, for instance. That's the example.
Very good. And one last question. Traditionally with Need for Speed, you can customise the living daylights out of your car. So the question I'm going to ask you is, what can't you customise in your car? Is there anything that you can't customise?
Well, it's twofold to the answer. One is what people are going to have for launch. It's going to be a first version on a lot of that. So there's going to be performance customization, visual customization, obviously. We did a lot of work on that actually, on the car the visual customization, like vinyl is all like drag and drop on PC and all that. You can paint any parts of your car, just the doors, just the stuff, so you can actually tune the hell out of it, as you said.
Can you import your own pictures onto the custom paintwork, like in stickers?
That is something we're looking at. And not for launch, obviously,
because
that's a whole technology.
I copywrote that one, so you can't have that one. You need to ask me for that, okay?
Nice. Sounds good. But it's really important for us to, like, the visual customization, for instance, we're giving a lot of pre-minutes to users, so it's close to user-created content. We had some crazy, like, Lamborghini Pikachu style, stuff during the beta.
Yeah.
It's incredible what people do with that. So yes, you can customize the hell of your car. Car performance, I want to go even, further post-launch, get something super, deep. That's really what we're trying to do. So it's a game we're going to support over multiple years. The dev team and all that is committed to have regular content updates. So yeah, lots to come.
And when can we expect it out?
This summer.
This summer.
In North America and Europe.
Very good. Excellent. Lovely to meet you.
All right.
Best of luck.
Thank you very much.